Good evening and welcome to the news. The Commission that oversees public enterprises, PMC, has officially launched a new software that it has developed known as a Centralized Information Management and Monitoring System, SIMS. It was launched this morning in a ceremony held in the STC conference room. The Secretary of State in the Ministry of Finance, Economic Planning, Trade and Investment, Patrick Payette, who helped with the launch of the software, was present at the event.
Today's launch is an important statement of government policy direction. We are not here merely to unveil a digital platform. We are here to mark a decisive step in the way the state governs, monitors and protect public value. These systems forms part of government broader digitalization agenda, a move towards a more modern, informed, disciplined, and accountable public service. Digitalization for government is not technology for its own sake. It is about improving how the state works. It is about reducing delay, removing fragmentation, strengthening coordination, and improving the quality of information and ensuring that public decisions are based on evidence rather than assumptions.
Several major legal, economic, and development initiatives were approved during the cabinet meetings chaired by President Emini on the 6th and 13th of this month. They included reforms to modernize the justice system, support entrepreneurs, and strengthen heritage protection.
Among key decisions, Cabinet approved the Seychelles Law Commission's 2026 work program to review and modernize several laws, including the Criminal Procedure Code and Evidence Act, with the aim of improving access to justice and strengthening human rights protections. Changes were also approved to the Seed Capital Grant Scheme to improve transparency and better support youth entrepreneurs and startups. Government will also establish a new government service center to provide easier access to public services through a one-stop physical and digital platform. In social development, Cabinet approved a partnership with Elle Foundation to support programs aimed at reducing teenage pregnancy and assisting teenage mothers. The meeting also approved the development of a national film rebate scheme to attract international film productions and boost the local creative industry. Cabinet further endorsed the National Monuments Bill 2026 to strengthen the protection and management of the country's heritage sites. And in aviation, Cabinet approved Air Seychelles long-haul fleet strategy, including plans to lease 2 Airbus aircraft as part of the airline's expansion plans.
66 students who completed their studies from the National Institute for Health and Social Studies, NIHSS, at the end of last year graduated today. They were following courses in nursing, biomedical laboratory science, nutrition, social work, and health management. During the graduation ceremony, awards were presented to the best performing students in both theory and practical training. The President's Cup, the ceremony's top honor, was awarded to graduate nurse Madison Souf, who credited the achievement to dedication in both academics and community involvement. The director of NIHSS, Ibrahim Mohamed Ali, congratulated the graduates and praised the support provided by families, lecturers, and mentors throughout their studies.
Esteemed graduates, today's achievement belongs not only to you, but to the families, friends, lecturers, clinical mentors, and institutional partners who supported you throughout this journey. Their encouragement carried you through moments of uncertainty and celebrated you during moments of success. At the same time, your own perseverance, sacrifice, and commitment brought you to this day. There were early mornings, sleepless nights, demanding clinical placements, and moments when the journey felt overwhelming. Yet, you remain focused on your purpose, and today, you stand here as qualified professionals ready to serve your communities with competence and passion. You have every reason to be proud.
Africa's oceans hold an estimated $1 trillion in untapped potential, but Vice President Sebastien Pillay says the continent must act now to secure its share. Speaking at the Africa Forward Summit 2026 in Kenya, Vice President Pillay called on African leaders to move beyond exporting raw materials and instead build the industries, governance, and financing needed to unlock the blue economy. He warned that illegal and unregulated fishing continues to drain Africa's marine resources before they can benefit local economies. Highlighting Seychelles as a model, Vice President Pillay noted that 30% of the country's marine territory is now protected. He outlined three key priorities: creating blue economy, jobs, building African-led ocean data systems, and investing in low-carbon maritime infrastructure. The Vice President also called for stronger blue finance mechanisms, stressing that ambition without funding is meaningless. International delegates, including France's Minister of the Sea and Fisheries, Catherine Chabot, backed the summit's call for urgent action on Africa's ocean future. The Minister for Foreign Affairs and Diaspora, Barry Faure, is in the Maldives on an official visit at the invitation of his Maldivian counterpart, Dr. Aruti Sham Adam. The visit marks an important milestone between Seychelles and the Maldives, as it is the first official visit by a Seychelles foreign minister to the country. During the visit, Minister Faure is expected to hold discussions aimed at further strengthening bilateral ties and expanding cooperation between the two nations. One of the key areas of cooperation is the shared role as small island developing states, commonly known as SIDS. Cable and Wireless has donated 1 million rupees to the National Day Committee. The money will be used in the organization of activities to celebrate National Day. This year, Seychelles is also celebrating 50 years of independence. Chief Executive Officer Najee Hassan presented the check to the Principal Minister, who is also the Chairman of the National Committee, Wallace Cosgrove. Members of the National Day Committee and staff of Cable and Wireless Seychelles were present at the handing over. The CEO of Cable and Wireless, Najee Hassan, noted that Cable and Wireless Seychelles will be celebrating its 132nd anniversary this year, and therefore it is important to give back to the community, especially on this special occasion. There are several other individuals and companies that have already sponsored for organizing the national celebrations. We've come to the end of this news summary. Thank you for watching.